Hello, boys and girls. How are you today? This is going to be our last week of lessons. And on Friday, me and Miss Bowley and a lot of the other teachers at school are going to drive by your neighborhood and have our vehicles decorated, and we're going to have your names on our poster with our class, and we're going to decorate the vehicles, and we're going to drive by your neighborhood to wave and to honk at you. And this is going to be our graduation parade for this year, so that you can see us. You won't be able to run up to us and hug us. I wish we could give you lots of hugs, but we'll give you waves and we'll give you air hugs to let you know just how proud of you we are this year. So even though we have to keep distance apart from each other, just let your mom and dad know to be outside on Friday, May 8th from 10 to 11. Standing, in your neighborhood, and we're going to drive by and we're going to wave at you, okay? And that will be our graduation this year. So make sure you tell mom and dad. And we can't wait to see you on Friday and wave to you and give you lots of air hugs to let you know how proud of you we are. So, after all of that good news, let's go ahead and begin our lesson for today. It is Tuesday, May 5th, and the lesson that we're going to get started on today is lesson 12. We have not finished our uppercase letters, so today we are going to finish those letters. Okay, we're not going to have a warm-up today, so let's go ahead and get started right into the next uppercase letter that we have not learned yet. Now I'm going to say the letters of the alphabet of the ones that we have learned, and when I stop, you tell me what comes after this letter, okay? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, and next comes X. If you will notice, our little lowercase x looks just like our uppercase X, except for uppercase X is bigger, okay? So watch me first review our lowercase letter. Start on that dotted line and go down to the bottom line. You're going to diagonal right, lift, diagonal left. Okay? So let's look at the big uppercase X, and you're going to do the same thing, but except for starting on the dotted line, you're going to start on the top line. Okay? So watch me first. Diagonal right, lift, diagonal left. So go ahead and put your pointer finger in the air, or you can write it on a piece of paper along with me. Start at the top line. You're going to diagonal right, lift, diagonal left. And that is your uppercase X. Good job. Now let's go ahead and go to the next letter after X, and that is the uppercase Y. Now the lowercase y, we started on the dotted line. You're going to diagonal right, and then you're going to lift, and then you're going to go to that dotted line and diagonal left all the way under. Notice, here's the bottom line. It goes under. It swims under that bottom line. Now, let's look at the uppercase Y. Watch me first. You're going to diagonal right, lift, diagonal left, and then short line down. Watch me again. Start on that top line, diagonal right, lift, diagonal left, and then short line down. Okay, so let's do that together. Sky right or right. Let's begin. Top line, diagonal right, lift, diagonal left, short line down. And that makes your uppercase Y. All right. And what comes after Y? The last letter in our alphabet. The letter Z. And if you'll notice, the lowercase z looks just like the uppercase z, except the lowercase starts on the dotted line and the uppercase starts on the top of the line. Okay? So, with the lowercase, you start on the dotted line, you go line across, diagonal left, and line across. Now watch me do the uppercase Z. Line across, diagonal left, and line across. Let's write or skywrite it together. Line across the top line, diagonal left, and then line across the bottom line. Uppercase Z. All right. Now, we have gone over our uppercase letters, the rest of them, from X to Z, X, Y, and Z. And now, moving right along, for tonight, the first page that you're going to do for homework is going to be activity page 12.1, writing your uppercase letters, practicing writing your uppercase letters. Now, in part 2 of our lesson, we are about to read the story called The Tent, or you can say The Tent. But let's look at a few things that you need to listen for in the story before we read it. We always like to go over vocabulary. And a vocabulary word that you need to listen for today when we read our story is slug. Everybody say slug. Think about what that might be, a slug. All right. A slug is like a small animal that's kind of like a snail, but a snail has a shell. And a slug does not have a shell. So think of a slug as being kind of like a snail, except that it does not have a shell. Okay? Now let's look at a phrase. The phrase that you are going to listen for is called set up. To set up. Everybody say set up. All right. Here's what it means. To set up is to make something stand up, to make it stick up or stand up, or to build or prepare something that's built up, okay? So for example, the name of the story is The Tent. Say in the story, they say, well, let's set up our tent. That means they're going to build their tent up, okay? So it doesn't fall down. Now, let's see. Another phrase is splish splash. For example, like the song, I don't know if you know this song or not because it's an oldie, but maybe Mama might have played it for you. It's called Splish Splash, I Was Taking a Bath. The phrase is splish splash. Everybody say splish splash. So if I say, for example, splish splash, I was taking a bath, that means what's going to happen to the water if you're going splish splash in the tub? That means the water is going everywhere. It's going splish splash. Water's getting everywhere. Have you ever had your mama come in and tell you after a bath, you got water everywhere? That means you did what to the water? You made it go splish splash everywhere. All right. So that's our vocabulary and our phrases. And after we read the story called The Tent or The Tent, you are going to do activity page 12.2 to answer some questions about the story of the tent. Okay? These are simple directions that you will be able to read by yourself, but always ask Mom or Daddy if you need help, or an older brother or sister. So you're going to do 12.1, practicing your uppercase letters, activity page 12.2 to answer questions about the story. And then for extra homework, you are going to do 12.3. Okay? Don't forget to tell Mama about your graduation parade this Friday that we're going to be driving by, honking our horns, waving at you, celebrating your graduation into the first grade. And then you will get to be out for summer. So the next time you see me, it will be part 2, reading our story of the tent. All right. Bye.